Okay, we are back to Chrono, and I kind of have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Something to do with... Oh, that's right, I got the Hydra Blood, and now I'm going to take it back to Kid so she doesn't die of the poisoning. And one of the things that requires me remembering how the game works. It was one of these. That one. Also, I've been playing Tales of Phantasia all week, which has Japanese arrangement confirmed and cancelled. So I'm going to be, whereas Chrono Cross has American arrangement, this version of Chrono Cross has American arrangement, so I'm going to be confirming a lot when I mean to cancel and vice versa. But I did find the setting that means you run by default rather than walking by default, which is very nice, because holding down circle all the time was getting a little bit annoying. It's possible that this is not the village that Kid is in. And I can't remember where that village was. This world is kind of weirdly pokey. And like, I'm kind of interested by its structure. But also it's a bit difficult to manage sometimes. I'll come back to the theme of its structure once I've worked out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. I think I need to go here. Or maybe I need to get the boat somewhere? I'm gonna go and see if I can find the boat. That's right, there we go, Gold Dove. Also, movement now feels extremely sluggish compared to the PlayStation version of Phantasia, where you slide about the place like greased lightning. Is the doctor in this room? That would be really convenient, because I can't remember how to navigate this town at all. Oops. You! This having to actually use key items is also weird. I'm not sure what purpose it serves. Maybe I don't remember that being a feature of other earlier games. Like, you don't normally have to use the key items to trigger the next cutscene. They just trigger when you talk to the character that you need to deliver things to. But I might be misremembering. Anyway. like this doc who calls me dude all the time. That's a bit weird. It's making me think of Prinnies. That's why I'm enjoying it. A medically trained Prinnie is kind of a terrifying prospect. Okay, how? Why? Is this supposed to indicate that she's intoxicated, maybe? Why don't you look cheerful? Because this game is relentlessly melancholy, and I'm completely distanced from any concept of family or home to the extent that I'm actually a ghost in this world. That would make me less than cheerful. Oh. Far out, man. That's so good. And I think this is the official translation. I wonder if the Hydra I killed was supposed to be the last Hydra in my world. That would be depressing, and also entirely consistent with this game. And with the fact that the dwarves told me I was going to kill the forest. God, this is grim. While Cluck talking about hashtag video games. It doesn't matter so long as we save the girl. Hang 10? I barely remember that being slang. Uh-oh. Who's that? Can I actually end the game by going home now? Because that would be pretty good. Probably not. Okay, so I'm going to save state, and we're going to see what happens. This game actually so far hasn't made these choices path splitting. I think I don't want to say it hasn't made them meaningful, because I think that's a very narrow understanding of meaning, but so far there's been no sign that the path diverges at any of these choices. But let's see what happens. Right, I am gonna... let's see what the other side of the choice goes to. That's just skip. Yes, that skips straight to the head shake. Okay. So yeah, it's this thing of choices that are meaningful. Like, if you consider their implications for the world, that's clearly a meaningful choice, but it doesn't cause a divergence of path. Because JRPGs understand storytelling in a way that Western games just apparently don't. She said, generalising horribly, but what the hell? Nobody's gonna watch this. Yeah, so this is the same dialogue. Taking away your future? Does that mean that this is a character who is trapped in childhood? Because I can make some shitposty jokes about that in Chrono Trigger. This is where we find out what got stolen as well. Oh god damn it. She had good elements. I can't remember what elements they were, but they were good. I remember being annoyed when she left the party. Ah, hello. Let's go after her, because I actually want to use you because you're a useful character. Also, I'm intrinsically drawn to characters that games tell me are principal characters, and so far the side characters in this game haven't been terribly inspiring. There's no one else in the clinic for you to worry about. Some people. Aww. God damn it, everything about this game is sad. Again, I see why Austin likes it so much. That's good though. She has different dialogue if you say you don't want to trade. Yep. But she can't tell if you opened the menu and didn't actually trade it. Let's get kids another... It's not like I'm lacking for cash, just copper. Do I have any spare armor? Yes, somewhat. There's me cancelling when I need to do something else. Can't use the teleporter here, so I'll have to remember about that stuff. Recovering armor from other characters another time. Where might I find this girl and my stuff? That's a dwarf. Serge, look at the guy. Good grief. Interesting. Up we go. Sand disappearing overnight. That sounds a bit odd. Tell me where to find the girl. Please. So that was a choice. Not really narrative stuff, though. am I going? Wait, that's her. Isn't it? No, it's not. This is the problem with the resolution this emulator gives. Which is the residential tower? Oh, sorry, I'm re-talking to someone. Leroy and I had a big debate the other day about what it meant that you could wander off mid-conversation. Still not really sure. She's going to come down that wire, isn't she? Oh, we caught her just that easily, did we? Right, onwards to somewhere. He was useful because he's got that staff move that just wrecks stuff. Okay, you. Oh. Hang on, quickest way back now is to take the zip wire. Pretty as this location is, I don't want to walk all the way around it again. Come the wind. Whee! I already feel like I've been playing for like an hour. It's been 25 minutes. It's not goodbye until you drop me off, surely. course, I don't really have any idea what I'm supposed to be doing next. Will they tell me? No. Not at all. Anything's changed in here. If I was a hint for where to go next, where would I be? Oh, it's this guy again. I didn't mean to press that, but never mind. Been in this building at the end yet. Maybe there's some plot in there. Of course, maybe there isn't. What happened in here? Should I go back to the manor, maybe? This is the problem with a game that just doesn't have any kind of conventional structure to it at all. Which is kind of something I've been thinking about with the view to the cast. Like, this game kind of... like, we're used to games having a narrative structure. This game is more these little vignettes, these individual levels that are jammed together in no particular order. You know, the manor, the Hydra Swamp. Each of these is a discrete thing in its own right. And there are connections, but they're tenuous. And apart from the fact that I'm looking for this jewel, I don't really have a clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Go back to the manor and see what's there. I found a cutscene. Don't put your plot triggers right next to the exit of town. Langston is mob. Hightail it out of the manor. Mount Pyre's a familiar name. Uh-oh. Yeah, we weren't very subtle about this. So not interested in realism in this game. Any kind of realism. It's great. North then east. Find a retired dragoon. A small island. Well, we had that buddy who's got a bow. Hey, boat boy, take me places. Oh. Okay, that's a little ridiculous. Look at the colour on that model though, it's great. Now this is an interesting one. I shall save state again, and we're going to try both of these. But I really want to refuse. Right answer, kid. Right. Does she do exactly the same thing in both cases? That's kind of excellent. That, yeah, I agree, Marcus, that's perfect. Oh, come on. But I'm not going to use him in my party because Ghoul is more useful. Wait, he's not going to come and sail the thing for us? Okay. Onwards. Right. apologise for the fact that I tend to get east and west completely mixed up. This one's called Hermit's Hideout. That's probably the right place. Should just save. Actually, something we do need to do. Let's filch some equipment off these guys. There we go. Switching back to US controller layout is so disorienting. This doesn't look promising though. It's a nice little camera flourish on the fade in there. It's her again.